Recently the 3 bill has been introduced. There was some amendment to the existing bill only, and this amendment, this introduction of the bills has produced lots of criticism throughout the country by the opposition, and too much protest has been going on. Today also some protest is going, and some state cities have declared as a closed one, that is Band. Okay, let us move ahead. We will not move into the political agenda. We will just talk about this related to these 3 bills that have been introduced. Moving ahead, the first bill, Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Bill 2020. Okay, what is something else? See, earlier there is something called APMC bill. What is this APMC bill? That, see, situation was like that earlier. Farmer can't sell their produce outside a designated place. That designated place was known as mandis. Okay, that was known as mandis. So what happened? Farmer has to go to this mandi. They have to go and sell their product, and if they did not get that desired amount, then they can sell that produce to the government as FCI at a MSP, that is minimum support price. This was the earlier situation, and this farmer was pointed to appointed to a designated place only to sell their produce, what he was produced in that year. Now government has done that, that government nationalized this selling of the product throughout the country. It is like now the farmer can sell their produce not only to the designated place but throughout the country. How? The government has declared that prepared one e-NAM portal. e-NAM portal is something like your Amazon and Flipkart. What is that? Here you have to just click your picture of the produce, click it and store it. Different traders throughout the country will see it, and they will ask for then they will buy your product. Okay, and your logistic will be taken care of through that portals only. Okay, so now through this bill, this thing has been done. So what are the criticism and what is in this? Let us move with this slide. So APMC bill, Agricultural Produce Market Committee bill. So it was that the aim behind this bill is to open up agriculture and sell throughout the country. That Reduction and Facilitation bill. By this bill, that Farmer Trade and Commerce bill, it was like to open the agriculture and sell throughout the country. Right now farmers are able to sell is APMC, that is through APMC bill right now. Now by this bill, farmers will be able to sell their produce throughout the country. So basically farmers right now cannot sell their produce outside the mandis. So in these mandis there are licensed traders and sell to the retailers. Okay, so what happened when mandis is there, where traders are there, and farmers are forced, or that farmers don't have any option without just to go and sell this in the mandis. What happened? Government looked upon that these traders sometimes form cartel. Okay, cartel is something that they form a group of traders, and where they will decide, like right now we will buy potato at rupees 80 per kg only. Okay, just this is a hypothetical number. Right now we will buy rupees 80 per kg. Yes, whatever their potato is, if the potato is high quality also, and if someone is like, if there is a chance of selling that potato in the market at 1 rupees 20 per kg too, but this cartel has decided, that group of traders have decided that they will buy rupees 80 per kg only this potato. Otherwise they will not buy, go to other place. It means otherwise they have to go to the FCI or sell their product at MSP. So these kind of situations, this formation of cartel, to counter this formation of cartel, government came up with this idea that now they will able to sell their product nationally only. Now they don't have to dependent upon the mandis. Okay, so as they can sell to the designated mandis, these traders form cartel, that is close grouping, and through this bill government will be allowed to sell their product outside these mandis also. Now national sale will take place at national market of India. Like now, like after this, that APMC, after APMC, now they will able to sell their product at national market of India. Okay, and to facilitate, electronic facilities given by India, that is ENAM. I have already talked about ENAM in the previous lectures also. Here also ENAM, that is National Agriculture Market. It is just like your Amazon and Flipkart, where you have to upload the picture of your produced picture of what is the quality, what is the quantity of your produced, upload it, different traders throughout the world, they will buy it, and the logistic will be taken care of for that also. Okay, in APMC, like in current situation, in APMC states could impose market fees also, cess also, etc. in a all those kind of, like even tax and all. So as it is a national level, no such fees can be imposed by the state. So this is one of the benefit by this bill. But what is the criticism? Why so much protest is going on? So first criticism is just because of your political agenda. Opposition want to do that. Okay, and second is that, just see it, right now APMC is there and selling the produce, and it is regulated by the government, maybe state or central. Just take it as like government only. Which government? We are not bothered about. So ultimately a concept of MSP was coming there. How? That if the farmer did not get their price, good price for the produce, then they had a chance of selling the selling their produce to the FCI at MSP. Okay, the criticism is that when our farmer will move towards the national agriculture market, that is through the ENAM portal and all, when they will move to the national agriculture market, then our mandis will not be in use. Okay, then our mandis will not be in existence. As our mandis, like in coming days, like if everyone is moving toward the NAM, then mandis will, then what is the use of mandis? Then who will go to the mandis? Thus then our mandis will not be in it, and ultimately this MSP concept will be collapsed. This MSP concept will be removed. This is the criticism by the expert. Okay, that ultimately concept of MSP can be introduced, but now farmers are selling their produce outside, not mandis. So it means after that mandis may not be in existence, and ultimately MSP concept can be removed by the government. This is the one of the most important criticism, and this is the fear that is the raised. Like if you are moving snatching your farmers to the ENAM portal or national agriculture market, then there will be no use of mandis, and as the mandis will not be in existence, then MSP concept will be removed. Okay, so this is the first bill, and this was the criticism. Let us move to the second bill. Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farmer Services Bill 2020. Okay, so ultimately it is nothing but it is contract farming. It is contract farming. So what is contract farming? Let us suppose there is a farmer, okay, and there is a lace company. Okay, lace company. He said the farmer will be in contract with Lays A. Lays will say, I will provide you seed, just you have to grow this crop, just you have to grow this potato, and after that potato when will be ready, I will be the only one, I will buy your whole potato. This kind of contract, this is something called contract farming. Okay, now this bill introduced that will formalize your contract farming. It means that it is not that contract farming was not there in India. Contract farming was existence in India, but now through this bill government is formalizing this contract farming. Why is it formalizing? So government found that earlier when this contract farming, like right now Now it has been formalized. So earlier, that when this contract farming was not formalized, farmers were getting exploited by this contractor, by these companies, that after the production of the items they were not giving the price as per the contract. Okay, and what farmers will do? Farmers will do nothing. They have to sell this product. They can't fight with these big companies. Okay, so that's why now government has came with the formalization of this contract farming. Okay, let us see what is in this slide. So second bill, that Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance of Farmer Services Bill 2020, or contract farming. Contract farming was practiced earlier also, but now government has formalized it. Okay, as per the contract, when farmers will issue, company have to help them. Like when farmers need, just know this, when farmers need, company have to help them. Like suppose just now a pest attack is there. Okay, so in that contract only it will be written that if the farmers is facing something like that, then that company has to help them. So all our things, like before coming into contract, all these things will be written, so that big companies will not move ahead, will not get away their hands from helping the farmers, and ultimately at last they can't buy. Like, I have that produced, if you are not giving me that produce, I won't pay that much of amount. Okay, now the contract will be there. If the government has crops had faced an pest attack, company has to help them, because they are in the agreement, they have been bound with the company, because contract is there. Till now farmers were getting exploited by them, not giving contract price by giving any reasons, or the compensation was not provided by the contractor when the crop get damaged. Now under this bill, agreement will be there and everything will be mentioned prior to the deal, such as price will be there, input cost will be there, other terms and conditions like you have to help during the pest attack or anything. Okay, all the things will be present in that contract before the deal only. Okay, this is the good initiative. This is also one of the good initiative. But what is the criticism? What is the criticism behind it? So it is okay that contract farming is there. Okay, but let us suppose a scenario where a company is not paying X amount of contract amount to the farmers. Why? Company will say that on Monday of September 1st, or Monday of the September month 1st, it was told that you have to provide water to the plant, that water to the crop, but you failed it. There may be the reason that electricity was not there, or some issue with the farmer. He did not water the plant on Monday, he gave the water to the plant to the Tuesday. Okay, but as per the contract, farmer failed to give the water to the plant on Monday. Okay, now as per the contract, the government will that the company will tick that you didn't give the water on that day. Now just I won't pay that amount that was written in the contract, like you have violated the contract. Okay, see, now what will happen? So due to issue, so as it was in contract, they may be misused. So what happened? That they will say that agreement is agreement, you haven't done, then this farmer may file case in the court. Okay, then matter will go to the court, dispute will happen. Okay, but do you think that this company, this contractor company, like such as Lay's, Kurkure and all, these are the MNC companies, do you really think that this farmer can be able to fight with these top MNC companies? No, because they don't have a resources, they don't have the proper resources, necessary resources for it. Okay, so this is one of the major criticism. And now one more criticism, like let us suppose now you are formalizing this contract farming. How can you be ensured? Like currently, let us suppose that Lay's company is giving potato, Lay's company is buying potato of rupees 100 per kg. Okay, right now before formalization. Now what is the guarantee when you are making such agreement? What is the guarantee that these company will again buy this potato as rupees 100 per kg? They may say that now we will buy at rupees 50 per kg. In the contract only they will see, because this is something a risky kind of things, because they are coming into an agreement. Okay, so how will you be ensured that this contractor company, that MNC company, will buy with the same price right now after this introduction of the bill? Okay, so and furthermore, that farmer can't bargain also. Farmer can't bargain with these MNC companies, because they are not capable to do it. They don't have ability to bargain with those companies. Okay, so I hope you understand it. Just I will go through the slide once again. So it is okay to contract, but let's suppose a scenario where a company is not paying X amount contract because the farmer failed to irrigate the crop on a particular day due to some issues as it was in contract. Then they may be misused it. So as agreement is agreement, and they fail to give water to the crop on a particular day, so dispute will happen and matter will go to the court. But a farmer won't be having the capability to fight with the MNC due to the lack of necessary resources. With these big MNC companies, they don't have ability to fight with the court. So how their protection will be ensured? How you are ensuring the protection in this bill? Ultimately, in another way, free hand is given to the corporate companies. Just go, you can mention in the contract, and now you are free to do it. Ultimately, it was not like that. Due to this agreement, they will reduce everything, price and all. So further, today also we know that this prices is contract farming, but tomorrow when it will be legalized, the price offered by them is not known. What price they will set, we don't know, and the farmers also don't have the ability to the bargain with these MNCs. Okay, so this is the criticism, and this is your bill. As one side it is good, but criticism has also one good point. Let us move ahead with the third bill, that is Essential Commodities Amendment Bill. Okay, we had in Essential Commodities Bill, now we have done some amendment. So see, previously in Essential Commodity Bill we had cereals, pulses, oilseeds, edible oils, onions and potatoes were under the Essential Commodities Bill. Now the government has removed these items. Why? So see, Essential Commodities Act in 1955. If what is Essential Commodity Act, that we will see. So in this act that was implemented in 1955, if there is a particular commodity mentioned under the essential commodity, then a trader or a person cannot store an item before above a particular limit. If the government has introduced that you can store up to 5,000 kg, then you can't store that particular produced above this 5,000 kg. Okay, otherwise it will be illegal. So this was something that Essential Commodity Bill. Now what government found that, let us suppose right now there is two farmer. One farmer have a 4,000 kg of rice of quality A, and another farmer has 3,000 kg of rice of quality A plus. Okay, now a trader in their locality, a trader A was present, and as I can say the 5,000 is the limit by the government. Okay, so he bought 4,000 kg of rice A. Okay, so how much kg is left with him to fill its store? 1,000 kg. Now after that, and he bought that A kg at rupees 100 per kg. Okay, now this is a plus quality rice, but so he can buy at then it should be sell at rupees 150 per kg. But what happened? Then trader A will say to this 3,000 per kg rice that I can't buy at rupees 150 kg. I can buy only rupees 120 kg, and if you want to sell it, otherwise not. And in that also there is a capability that he can buy only 1,000 kg, and rest 2,000 kg will not be bought. So there is a limitation in the buying by the trader. And let us suppose all the traders have been filled, then this produced will be burden on the farmer. That this 2,000 remaining 2,000 will be a burden on that farmer. So that's why this is, by seeing this kind of situation, government thought to remove these items. Okay, so and what are the drawback it, we will see it. So if there is a particular commodity mentioned under the essential commodity, then a trader person store an item of a particular quantity. So government said that since hoarding is not allowed, traders are not giving good amount to the farmers, as like hoarding is not present because there is a limitation, and because of that limit, traders are unable to bargain for the paying for the good amount to the farmers, because production is more and hoarding is less, thus they are unable to buy. So that's why like threshold quantity is fixed, that 5000 kg, above that can't buy, and thus this farmer is limited and he is unable to buy that left amount of rice. Okay, so now another farmer is there who produced a wheat of high quality. So now this is the example that I have explained, that let us suppose a trader want to purchase wheat from a farmer and fulfill the threshold capability. So now another farmer is there who produced a wheat of higher quality. Now that trader, only because of the threshold, he will be unable to buy those products. And if a trader had unlimited capacity to store, then he might be able to store that produced also. So if the government will remove that threshold capability, that is above 5000 kg you can store, then that trader can even buy that 5000 kg of rice and 3000 of kg of rice of A plus quantity, and at the price of the 3000 he can buy at rupees 120 kg, and at this 100 kg. So in future when the price will rise, then this trader will release that rice in the market. Okay, so if retail price above okay, under this bill government has removed that stock limit. Okay, but there is a criticism also, we will see in this one. First we will complete this stanza. So under this bill government said that a stock can also be imposed. It is not like that we are saying we are removing it, completely removing it, that hoarding we are completely removing any limit and all. No, government has said there is one limitation. Okay, what is the limitation? See, if a retail price goes above the 50% of the average, in case of non-perishable is like an item that can't be spoiled easily. Okay, so if the 50% rate of the price of the average price raised above the 50% of that average price of a non-perishable item, this one, then the stock limit will be imposed by the government, such as the non-perishable like onions, wheat, rice and all. Okay, and if the price raised above the 100% of the average cost of that item, perishable items, then again government can impose the limit. Like suppose right now the average cost of tomato will be rupees 20 per kg. Okay, and if it get increased up to 40, after that now government will impose that limit on the hoarding, that what amount of tomato you can keep with you, with the traders. Okay, so if the 100% in the case of perishable, so perishable items are those that get spoiled easily, such as tomato and fish. Okay, now what is the criticism? See what is happening now. Government has removed a limitation from the hoarding. So what will happen? Let us suppose a farmer has produced a 5000 kg of onions. Okay, another farmer has produced 8000 kg of onions. What will happen? A trader A is there. What he will do? He will buy all these onions. Okay, all these onions, and then he kept with him, and he is not selling in the market. So what will happen? And he think that I will sell that onion in the market when the crop season will not be there, and when the price of that onion will rise, then I will release that onion. Okay, what this created? This kind of situation is creating artificial storage. That now what will happen? He has bought all the onions, maximum onions, and kept with him. So what will this situation create? This situation will create that limitation of onion in the market will create, shortage of onion in the market will create. In the market the onion will reduced, as the hoarding is unlimited. Thus and this trader is not releasing the onion in the market, then what will he doing? Then the shortage of onion will be in the market, and ultimately the price will be increased. Okay, so this is one of the criticism that has been told, but the government has given a counter for it, that if that item is non-perishable and the price is going against the above the 50%, then we will then the limit will be imposed, and if it is 100% for the perishable item, there is a counter for it, but this is a criticism. Okay, so right now unlimited hoarding is allowed. So as a trader or a warehouse owner, they will buy all the product, and this hoarding or making huge stock will create artificial storage in the market, and ultimately price would increase sharply as they will release that produced when the price of that product is high. Okay, and further they may export that product and create shortage in the domestic market too. So this is one of the most important criticism, that it may happen they will export these items in the international market, and ultimately our domestic market will face shorting. Okay, and this create a situation where we have to buy onion from the Egypt and all. Okay, because our own country has produced but they exported it, and ultimately we have to import those onions, and the price of that onion will be increased. Okay, this is one of the major criticism for this third bill in the Essential Commodities Act bill. Okay, so what are the other issues? So since agriculture and market are state subject, that is one of the major issues that has been raised by the opposition all. So they are saying that agriculture and market comes under the state subject, that if anything want to do, if anything has been has to change with the agriculture and policies and all, state is legalized to do, because these come under state bill, state subjects. Okay, central can't do it, and there is only one exception when central can change it. These are the exception: during national emergency, if something is national emergency is going on, if there is a state emergencies, if multiple states, if 2 or 3 states are requesting to the central government to interfere with this subjects. Okay, or Rajya Sabha passes a resolution to give an effect to an international agreement. These are the four you can remember in the political science, it is a very important one, like when what are the exception for the state subjects when central can interfere. These are the exception: national emergency, state emergencies, multiple state making request, or Rajya Sabha passes a resolution to give a effect of international agreement. But nothing is applicable here, nothing is going this time right now. How central has implemented these laws? None of the conditions are true. It is going against the state has said that it is going against the cooperative federalism. Okay, how government had countered? Government says, center says, trade and commerce in food items is the part of concurrent list. Thus we have a constitutional property, we have a constitutional justification to do these changes, amendments and introduction of bill. Okay, so I hope you understand it. This is a current affair topic, this is very important one. This is right now, whatever government exam you will give, there is a high probability of coming these topics in your exams. Please subscribe the channel, I have given my best. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you have any suggestions, instructions, or if you want any on-demand video lecture, just ping me on my Twitter handle given in the description. Thank you.